Hey, all Magic fans out there. We've got the Pre-Modern Super Gauntlet 2021 match that I promised. Another one of the round of 32. The deck matchup we have tonight is, let's see, UBNought versus Ponza. So you've got the annoyance of a large 12/12 artifact for one. That's going to get Vision Charm because they can't just stifle it and let you kill it. Versus Ponza, which will hopefully destroy the lands fast enough so it doesn't get to play an artifact or pillage it or do whatever else you want to the Dreadnought, but it'll probably be pretty fun to watch. Let's see what else. We'll be looking to raid the Pre-Modern Showdown series, Season 3, right afterwards, and I'll probably announce it a couple times, mention it a couple times during the show, probably in chat, just to stick around to the end because there is a very large announcement to be made, and you'll probably hear it afterwards too. Woo! So, other than that, let's get this thing started. You guys are good to go?
Yep, we're good.
Sounds good. Well, good luck to both of you, and chat at the end.
Thank you.
Cool. So I'm on the play.
Correct.
Given what I know about your deck, we're going to go Mountain, Lightning Bolt to the face.
That makes sense. I go
And then I'm gonna pass.
17. Drop. Polluted Delta.
Okay.
I'll crack it. Going to 16. Fetch up and island. And then I will play a Lotus Petal.
Okay. It's going to be a
Dreadnought?
fast game one. Yeah. Fast game one.
Stifle.
Cool.
Your go.
Untap, draw. Ugh, it doesn't even matter. E2 encampment,
Sure.
and I'm going to Lightning Bolt you.
All right, 13.
And then I'll pass.
Tap. Drop. Play another Polluted Delta. Swing for 12.
Okay, go to 8.
I will... pass to you.
Untap, draw. Incinerate you and concede.
Okay. I had the days back up if you had the pillage.
Figured as much. Oof. Doof.
That hand was a snap keep.
Yeah. I'll be on the play again.
That sounds good. Good luck in game
Yeah.
2, sir.
See if it's not over by turn 3.
We shall see.
I'm gonna mulligan.
As will I. A lot of land, so I guess that's good against you.
Yeah.
Not when there's no threats.
Yeah. I mean, LDV is enough. LDV plus gush.
True. Yeah, neither were in the hand.
Yeah, well, that'll
It
do
was
it.
mostly lands and lotus petals. I don't think that's what I need for this matchup.
Yeah. It was kind of my feeling with my hand, was very just like, this is not a bad hand. Useless in this matchup.
Exactly. But it will lose.
Yeah. That's a lot of probably what this matchup is.
Mhm. Find the right things. All right. Second 7.
I can keep this, and I will put this back.
I'm gonna mulligan.
Okay.
While you're mulliganing, I'm just gonna do a shout out to, let's see, Raf K Run and Fabian SPF for following. I'm 6 people short of 500. Sweet. Ah, what does that mean? Pennies on the dollar. I will make pennies on the dollar. Actually, probably tenths of pennies.
All right. I will keep this. And let's see. What do I bottom? What do I bottom? I think I bottom these two. All right.
Okay.
You already bottomed yours, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's do it.
Mountain, go.
Draw. Island, go.
Draw.
Mhm.
Mountain, go.
Draw. Polluted Delta, and I will fetch.
Okay.
Get the swamp. And I will use it to duress you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Ancient Tomb, Wasteland, Avalanche Riders, Shattering Pulse, Pyroblast.
Ooh. Um. I'll take the Shattering Pulse.
Okay.
And pass to you.
Draw.
Did you want to play up, or can I write them down?
You're welcome to. I'm gonna play the Wasteland. You know these 3 cards.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Go.
Thank you. Untap. Draw. Play an island and pass to you.
End of turn. Incinerate, targeting you.
I will go to 16.
Yep. Untap. Draw.
Mhm.
Ancient Tomb.
Mhm.
Tap for 4. Avalanche Riders.
Sure. Targeting?
I actually have to think about that one.
Yep.
I'll destroy your swamp.
In response, Lindua's Vault.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So top 5. I'm gonna pay a life. Go to the
Okay.
next 5.
You're at 15 now.
Hmm. Um. Sorry, tough call.
This is all still in response to Avalanche Riders' ETB ability.
Correct.
Yes. Just making sure I remember where we are.
Yes. That is correct, sir. I'm sorry this is taking so long. It's a very tough call. I am keeping this. I'm just figuring out how to order it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do it like that.
Don't put it on top of your deck. You shuffle the rest of your
Sorry.
deck. It's okay. That's very easy to do.
Yes. I thought it was like impulse and you just shuffle the bottom. So I shuffle these into my deck?
You put them at the bottom, then you shuffle your deck. Yeah, it's effectively the same thing. What matters is if you end up looping your deck.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So I'm putting that, then shuffling.
And then you put the 5 on top.
This is actually my first time casting Lindua's Vault.
Yeah,
So thank you.
totally
for the
fine.
heads up.
Yeah, it's fine. LDV is not intuitive. I wish it was impulse too.
There's a lot of very tiny text.
Yeah, it's a very specific. I mean, they put a lot of words on Magic cards these days, but that was a very specific era, the Alliance's Ice Age time.
Yeah.
Okay, so LDV is finished resolving when those
Yes.
5 go on top.
Yes.
Cool.
These 5 go
Avalanche
on top.
Riders, ETB, I destroy your swamp.
Yes.
I go to combat, and I attack with Avalanche Riders.
I take it going to 13.
Yes. And then I pass the turn.
Untap. Drop. And I'll portent.
Okay.
I will look at the top 3, but I know what they are. And I will do them like that. And then pass to you.
Okay.
Upkeep, drop.
Upkeep. Yeah. I'm actually end of your turn before your draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lightning bolt you.
Sure. I go to 10.
Yeah. Cool. Upkeep. You draw, and then I have to decide on if I'm paying Echo on the Avalanche Riders.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I choose to pay the Echo on the Avalanche Riders.
Sure. So
Taking
you
2,
go to 16.
Yep. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Play another Wasteland.
Sure.
Attack with the Avalanche Riders.
I go to 8.
Pass.
Untap. Draw. Dreadnought.
Okay.
Stifle.
Do you have the days?
I have a misdirection, and I will remove a stifle.
Okay.
And pass to you.
Yeah, cool. Untap. Draw. Was not what I was looking for. Pass.
Untap. Drop. Attack.
I'll take 12, go to 4.
Your turn.
End of turn, lightning bolt you. Untap.
Sure. I go to 5.
Yeah. Untap. Draw. Attack with Avalanche Riders.
No blocks.
Go.
Untap. Drop. Attack.
Yeah, I have an REB.
I got a counter in case you
Yeah.
have them.
So I drew a burn spell.
Oh man.
That was
so
rough.
I was thinking, because what I really wanted to find was a Dreadnought and a Gush.
Yeah.
And the first one had a Dreadnought in it. And then it also had like Duress, Island, and something else relatively irrelevant. So I was thinking like, well, the Duress is dead because he's killing my swamp right now. But maybe I will want the lands because they had the counter spell and the misdirection already in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I really just want another blue spell for the misdirection. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and find the Gush Dreadnought combo. And then the next one also had a Dreadnought. And all I'm thinking is like, I can't take too much damage because he's putting on the heat.
I can't burn you out. Yeah. I got very close. Very close.
Yeah, very close. Exactly. So yeah, what I ended up keeping was what you saw, Portent on top so that I could draw into the Dreadnought extra blue spell for the misdirection for the next turn. And then there was a Winter Orb, which I guess in retrospect, maybe I should have put the Winter Orb on top, because then you can't
He's
keep
pretty
your
good against me.
yeah, you can't keep your avalanche riders, and also
Cast
yeah,
spells.
exactly. But then I was kind of thinking like, but that also slows me down. Like I don't have any gush or
You didn't have any
days.
petals.
Yeah, or petals. Like I'm not bouncing islands, and I've got to be able to get this dreadnought out fast.
Yeah. So that my issue, like game one, is I didn't draw a third mana source, which was kind of awkward. Sitting there like, well, I can't solve it. And then game two, I was doing pretty well. I felt like very
Yeah.
very careful. I knew you had enough hand manipulation that I'm like, okay, I need to actually win. He's going to resolve a dreadnought. We're
Right.
going to be able to avoid the pyroblast.
Mhm.
You already got my shattering pulse. I was like, okay, I need to draw ensnaring bridge or just enough burn.
Uh-huh.
And I drew red elemental blast, which was not what I needed.
I was really hoping to nab an ensnaring bridge with that duress.
Yeah, that would have been very good for you, but I did enjoy my opener of
Oh, your opener was
Pyroblast
great.
Shattering Pulse for just like causing you to make a difficult decision, and I think getting the Shattering Pulse was a better call.
Right.
Well,
my
I think you made it
thinking
because
was-
it's recurring. Yeah.
It's recurring, but also you had no artifacts out, so misdirection was useless against it versus pyroblast. I strongly considered bringing in maybe like one annul, just because ensnaring bridge is so good against me, but also sphere. Like if you land an early sphere, that slows me down so bad.
Yeah, that was actually other sideboard cards I was considering, like Zurin Orb, not huge because you're not chipping at me, but Black Vice kind of hilarious against you. Because you do a lot of like, I fill my hand.
Right.
So.
But also, like, I'm usually empty. So it's like...
Yeah, so it's one of those, like, it'll get you once or twice and then be a completely dead card. So I went kind of, like, 6 cards felt enough. But that was a tough one. I definitely felt like Ponza is the underdog unless, like, a lot goes well. And game 2, a lot was going well, but I couldn't close the game.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. The tempo problem, because land destruction is actually a type of tempo.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do feel like it's pretty heavily favored for me.
Yes.
Just because it's like things have to go seriously wrong for me to not be ahead of you in speed. Because you're right,
you're going to win speed every time.
Exactly.
So.
But also, this of all the dreadnought variants is probably the best against you because it's so many basics. Like
combination of a lot of basics, and you don't actually have to have the combo in hand necessarily. You can play this huge dodging, drawing game, so you can draw counters for my counter spells or like my artifact destruction. Yes, I have 4 main deck pillage, but that costs 3 mana, 2 of which are red.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I was really thinking. Like, you have the main deck pillage, so I need to get, like, game 1, I just need to get the dreadnought. You know, if I get the dreadnought early, there's really nothing you can do. But
because you'll kill me by the time I can cast the pillage.
Exactly.
And you probably have gush, and I'll be casting it on curve. So.
Right.
Or pardon me, days. But
days. Exactly. So game 1, I was pretty solid on my game plan, and then my opening hand is Lotus Petal, land, the combo. I actually drew the days, so I was going a little bit naked into that opening hand, but it was kind of like I can't.
You draw any counter spell; it doesn't matter.
Exactly. There's no reason for me to not keep this hand. Like you're not gonna sculpt the perfect 7 if you're having to drop 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm just sad I couldn't take advantage of your mull to 5, which, sucks for you, but you still won, because I'm sitting there like, I should be able to fight through this.
All right, I can do this. And
you did?
I sent back, it killed me to do it, but I sent back a gush and a boomerang. Boomerang was kind of easy because it's like, it's good against bridge, but
So is Vision Charm.
Right. There are many other ways. But yeah, sending back, I was actually debating between sending back the Gush or the Vault.
I think keeping Vault is a better call. It's so powerful.
Exactly, yeah. Because for this being a combo deck, it's just so good. I mean, in retrospect, just because we now know what the top of my library was, the Dreadnought was actually next when I first Limb Duelist vaulted. So if I had gone the Gush plan, I actually would have worked. I also, on top of that, so the hand was Island Polluted Delta. And so I had the Duress, so I was going to Delta for the Duress. But I was, of course, thinking, like, is this the right... That was what factored into, do I keep Vault or Gush? Because then I was thinking, like, if I don't draw another blue source, then I can't cast Counterspell. I can't cast any Gushes I draw. I can't cast any Boomerangs that I draw.
Yeah, that was actually... I feel like I had a rough decision. Getting your Swamp was mostly because I didn't want you to be able to Duress or LDV. Sadly, you LDV'd in response. And then I'm like, well, I guess I should have taken an Island so he couldn't Counterspell. But you had a Misdirection, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. It didn't matter, and I think Swamp was the right call because not only those options, I really only have... So I had Polluted Delta for the Swamp. It's one Swamp. So if I draw another Polluted Delta, I can't get back to black mana. The only way for me to get black mana after you get rid of the Swamp is Lotus Petal or the 2 Underground Rivers. So I think you made the right
And
call
those are
there.
super vulnerable against me. So.
Yeah. And also, didn't I have 2 islands out at that point?
Yeah, you had 2. That was, I was like, I'd rather deny you one color than just mess you up. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, there was just I think Swamp was the right call.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one lightning bolt away.
Yeah.
Well, like
or
I said,
Incinerator.
Oh wait, but you had the Red Blast.
Yeah, I had the red. I drew the Red Blast instead of the burn.
Right. Either way, it wouldn't have worked.
No, you had too many answers.
There's nothing better than the feeling in Dreadnought of passing the turn, your opponent is drawing off the top, and you have a counter spell. And you're just like, whatever they cast, it doesn't matter.
Felt pretty bad from this end.
Yeah, the misdirection.
No, totally fine.
That misdirection reminded me of when you did it to me in the PSS. It was like, oh god. Same thing.
I love misdirection. Yeah. Not that many people run them in Dreadnought, and I swear by having 2 in the board.
Yeah.
Like,
well, how many blue cards does the deck run?
A ton.
I was gonna say it's
it's not a problem.
Yeah, it was like what's straight black? It's like Duress.
It's
Duress and Fiend.
It's got to be at least half the deck.
Yeah,
because your low land count, and then your non-blue is Duress, Fiend, Dreadnought, Lotus Petal, and Winter Orb. And that's it.
Right, because you run Winter Orb.
Right. Yeah. And I also swear by Winter Orb in Dreadnought. Like that's
I really like
really
Winter Orb in the sideboard of like Sly.
It wins matches that you wouldn't otherwise win. The 2 hardest tier 1 matchups for Dreadnought are Land Still and the Rock, and Orb is the key to winning those. Like you're not going to win them.
And it's not color dependent, so you just need your two mana of anything and be like Blammo.
Yeah.
Any questions from
nope,
the chat?
I think everybody's waiting for the
everybody's waiting on
the reveal.
How many viewers did we even have?
My thing has been, I don't know what's up. I think I have to like download.
They can't even tell you.
It says 5, but it's like it'll say 1, then I'll look and it'll show 5 people in the room, and then I'll reset it and it'll say 5, but it won't tell me when some come in or leave. So
of course, nobody tunes in when I play a super tight match. Last night, when I make the bonehead mistake of not using my mother, everyone catches it.
30 people were watching you say, "Oh, my mom screwed me."
I watched back the chat and just seeing all the people go, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you screwed your mom. Oh, what?
But
I know that feel.
I was gonna say, I was against Mike Arnold, who, when we were in the PSS 1, he also made a major misplay on camera, so I didn't feel that bad.
I remember that one too.
It's the nature of the game.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, when you play a ton of Magic, but also it was like I don't really play that deck that much. So
Oh,
I
that's a
wasn't-
lot of this gauntlet.
That's
I'll
a
be
lot of the
honest.
gauntlet. Yeah, it's like I'm not that familiar with this, so I think this is the right play. All right.
I'll tease it too. If you haven't downloaded the podcast, we have our Turtle Man as a guest and some great intro music and narration. Very good narration.
So do we want to make the announcement?
Yeah, I think we could do that. Let me find it on my screen. And without further ado, guys, we have a date set, which pretty much was set 2 years ago, but had to get canceled because of COVID. We're planning. we're having the American Championships of Pre-Modern in Boston in the weekend of May 13th and 14th. So the Pre-Modern Championship will be on Friday the 13th. Yes.
That's right.
Friday
May
the 13th.
I had even bought tickets to the first one like almost 2 years
Oh,
ago.
for
I was going to
Hartford?
fly out from Seattle. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
gosh.
going to meet my brother in New York and we were going to drive up, or I was going to fly in.
Yeah.
But, you know, had to cancel those flights.
Yep, that was the wrong time for a flight.
But I'll
it's
definitely
on
fly out for
again.
this.
Jared and Dave Firth-Bard, they're doing the usual LobsterCon, but whereas this past year Pre-Modern was just like a small F&M, this year it's the official American Championship.
Amazing.
So yeah, at this point it's really a save the date. I think sign-ups will go out in January.
Yep. Yeah, and if
So
you're
start
interested
making
in
your plans now.
both,
Boston.
we're having Friday's the Pre-Modern event. Then we have the place until it sounded like later. So after the event, we'll be able to hang out, chill, play, cube, whatever, or go back to wherever everybody is and play around at the Airbnbs.
Yes, indeed.
Then on Saturday is LobsterCon 4 or 5. I don't know what it would be called. We had what? We had 1, 2.
Whatever
then we had
number.
the LobsterCon. You get lobster rolls. So
and there was LobsterCom for 1 year.
Yep.
But now we're back to con.
Yes.
And yeah, the
place
the
holds-
venue for LobsterCon is amazing. It's where
Yeah.
they did this year, the Dante Alighieri Society. It's like some crazy Da Vinci Code-esque
Yeah, right. It is.
building. Yeah, highly recommend anyone who can make it out to Boston that weekend.
And we've
Definitely
got
go.
somewhere around a 200 seat capacity. So
200. Mm-hmm.
So we got a nice big spot. If you don't play old school, there will be some pre-modern side event stuff on Saturday, so we're set for that too.
That's perfect for me.
So we got all kinds of
I'm
stuff.
sure Jared will lend his cube.
Oh yeah.
And many other people will probably bring cubes anyway.
Yeah.
Pre-modern cube is so much fun.
Oh yeah. I so want to play that one again. It's like I had Oath, Blessing, Survival.
Of course, you
recurring.
Yeah, he drafted the
Recurring
Andrew
Nightmare
deck.
and Survival.
Mm-hmm. Recurring Nightmare, Survival.
Avatar.
Did you have a
Force,
Chroma or Verdant Force?
Verdant Force.
Feels like a lot of
Rumpus,
Nambos.
Yeah.
Ravenous Baloth.
It's draft.
It was stupid. The stuff I had was just like, ha. And the first turn, oh, even better. First turn, land, pedal, Oath. I was like, yeah.
Boom.
Living the dream.
It's pretty
the
good
dream.
in draft.
That was so stupid.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers in draft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My first pick was Pernicious Deed, and then it just went from there. And I was like, ooh.
Green Enchantment's the deck.
Yeah, I know. I started green and black. I'm like, oh my god, it was great. An Avatar, I don't care. It's just I want to play it.
Yeah.
Spin that, flap
So
that.
sadly, I will not be able to make it.
Aw.
I know. I knew ahead of time. Well, because Dave approached like a bunch of us, and all the dates he had, it was like, I'm going to my best friend's bachelor party in May, and then his wedding in June. And Dave was like, here are the dates. It's these in May and these in June. And I was like, oh no.
No.
You will be
Can't do it.
missed.
I know. I will miss it for sure.
My
But
luck worked out. We have baptism or whatever for the little guy, and that'll be the 6th and 7th or whenever that.
Okay.
But then we couldn't find a place to have the hall. I'm like, ah. And then she's like, it's 2 weeks later on 27th, 21st. I was like, yeah, I got it.
You're like, not 1 week later.
I threaded
right?
the needle.
Not 1 week.
Yeah, it's like, get right in there. It's like, sweet.
That is awesome.
You will be missed. We will have to.
Awesome. So
we'll
yeah,
have to pour out
everybody.
a 40 for you at the Cube night.
Everybody, keep a lookout for that. I'm sure there will be an official announcement on the Facebook groups, and like we said, sign-ups in January.
I don't think there was any other crazy details. And for those who have only heard us talk like tangentially about LobsterCon or anything, being that this is a big, I don't know what you want to say, like a Grand Prix weekend or something. It's going to be, massive.
Exactly.
We always have a big charity event associated with it, and I think this last year, just the LobsterCon and maybe some of the Friday Night Magic-ish, we had some extra people there that probably kicked in. But I think we raised, almost 11,000? It was like 10,500 or something?
10, 11,000, like
the year
smashing
before
the
was
previous
it was like
years.
7,000 and 4,000 before that. So it's like, now that we have a bigger event, we got to be ready to smash it again.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Well, shall we raid the PSS?
I think you beat him too fast to do that.
Well, everybody watch the PSS. It's a good time. Yeah, Dreadnought wins pretty quickly.
Yeah. So then you win quick or lose quick in that match.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Later, guys.
Peace.